Colleen Vardy, and on the 27th of November 2016 I was speaking at an event at Liberty Church in Rotherham where Colleen received prayer and God did a wonderful healing miracle in her body. So Colleen, just tell us a little bit about what happened, what life was like before that day.
Right, okay. For nearly about 5 years I'd had a problem with me leg. I'd wore a caliper for a long time with that. But for 18 months before they found out what was wrong with me, I'd fallen in a swimming pool with some young people I worked with, and I'd damaged my back, but they hadn't realised it and they didn't catch it up for 18 months. So there was lots of things happened, and so basically I had problems with both my legs, but my left leg was lame. I had a caliper on the left leg. My top of my right leg was numb, and also I had problems with my internal organs from my waist down. My bladder and bowel was very, very unpredictable. The nerves that fed the muscles that worked the valves weren't working, so sometimes I was doubly incontinent most of the time, and then occasionally I actually retained, which is then I'd have to teach myself to catheterise myself. So life wasn't very much fun because it was getting worse.
Yeah. And
the doctors had said that if I carried on, it will eventually have a bag on my bladder and my bowel.
Wow. And
I'd also been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, all mainly to do with the internal organs from my waist down. So I had a special bed that helped me up and out so I could get out of bed. I had a special chair that helped me stand up and sit down. The toilet business wasn't very much fun, but walk-in shower for cleaning up. Worked with sticks. I also had a scooter to get me around short distances, and I had to eventually go over to an automatic car because I wasn't able to drive at all for 2 years until I got that. So, and it was gradually getting worse, so it wasn't much fun.
So this was really affected your whole way of life?
Every part of my life. I wasn't able to work, wasn't able to do anything. I was on disability. My husband was looking after me, and so I was basically an old woman before my time.
Wow, so
it's not much fun.
Yeah, so what happened on the 27th of November last year?
Well, I went to the front to get prayed for with many other people. I think there were more at the front than sat down. There was a call on the altar when you'd been speaking, and I really had a word from the Lord. Not in words, but in a feeling that I knew something was going to happen. I had anticipation, I was ready, and I just knew, without anyone really telling me, I just knew in my spirit that something was going to happen. So I went forward for prayer. Then I didn't get prayed for. I went to the back, took my caliper off, my shoe off. My foot was it basically had no power in it, and it was very floppy, so it had to be held up. And I walked along the back. So eventually I went back to the front and found a little empty space somewhere, and you came around to pray for me, and I felt like I was falling over, and I was very afraid to fall over, because if I even felt like I was falling over and my body went into spasm, and then I would be in extreme pain and often would collapse. I forgot to mention that, how bad that would be, and then it would take me a while for people to help me get up. So I thought, I'm not falling over. And then you moved on and prayed for other people, and I was about to turn to go back to my seat when you came back. And as you prayed for me, I fell under the anointing with no catcher onto the floor, but the Lord had done a miracle. And I heard the noise of me falling, but I didn't feel anything. So when it came to time, I thought, I've got to try and get up. I already in my spirit knew I was healed. Wow. As I turned to get up, I knew immediately, because I would not have been able to get up on my own steam and not that fast. Wow. So it's amazing.
Yes, it was an instant healing.
Yeah, and I felt power coming to me, and over the next few days, my muscles, because my foot were very, I had no muscle anymore, but it started to turn, and I got an instep within 2 days. I had an instep which I hadn't had for a long time. So really amazing. So yeah, I haven't worn any pads from the urology department from the 27th of November. No catheterisation, no accidents, nothing. And I am not taking any medication for my type 2 diabetes. For the doctors actually took me off that. I keep having checks to make sure it's keeping down, and so far I have not to have any more medication.
So your mobility's been fine?
My mobility's brilliant.
Pain free?
Yes.
Wow.
Amazing. I can bend down when I couldn't before, and I couldn't raise up because it all affected the bottom of my back. Because of the operation, they took vertebrae away from the bottom, because I took them off the nerves. A neurosurgeon and an orthopaedic surgeon did that operation. Very, very delicate and long operation. So there's not supposed to be anything in the bottom of there, but I'm moving around without pain. And I bend and twist without any pain. And not and strength, just strength has come in. I picked my granddaughter up, the youngest one, the first time ever, because she was a baby when I was ill, and she was 4, and I picked her up and swung around, and we both cried. That's the first time I've probably been able to pick them up, because the muscles in the bottom of my back would, or my nerves and everything would all cram. But I wanted to be able to pick her up and swing around.
That was
glorious.
Praise God.
Yes.
And the doctors have cleared you and everything?
Yes, the doctors have cleared me, and my own GP was in tears, and was telling everybody, and she was so pleased that I've got a quality of life back.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, it's an amazing testimony about what God's done, and we do give God praise. And I just wondered if you could just close, if there is anybody watching this who, firstly, anyone watching this who maybe is a little bit cynical, they wonder, does God still heal? Does God still do miracles today?
Yeah.
What would you say to those people? And how about anyone who is watching who does believe that God heals, but they're still waiting for their miracle?
Yeah, I would say if you're waiting for a miracle, just hold in there. It wasn't the first time we've been out for prayer. Don't know it was really any different. God is still powerful today. But I kept going forward, and making sure that you know that God heals. You know, if you're a believer and you believe in healing, don't give up. He's always there for you. He listens to your prayer, and He knows what you're going through. I prayed and I even cried out to the Lord, but He does hear. He hears everything, and just hold in there. And if you don't believe in healing, take it from me. My life is completely changed by the power of God. No doctor could do it, and He didn't do it. No one does it except Jesus, because He's awesome and powerful, and the same Spirit that rose Jesus Christ from the dead can dwell within you. If you don't know Jesus as your Saviour and Lord, that's the first step. But when He's in there, He can change your life, and He knows every part of your body, and He knows the problems you're having, and He can heal you.
Amen.